Good evening again, and welcome to lesson 41. We're going to talk about giving solutions.
Yeah.
The world has a lot of problems now, and what we're going to talk about is giving solutions. All right? Say giving
Yeah.
solutions. Come on, repeat after me.
Giving,
Giving solutions.
giving solutions.
Very good. Solutions. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about for today. Now, let's go ahead here and check what we will learn today. Question is, what would you do if you are too stressed at work? What would you do if you are too stressed at work?
If I am too stressed at work,
Yeah.
I will take uh, 2 days for vacation.
Don't we all would like to do that, right? It's like Mondays to Fridays, you've been, you know, beaten up at work, a lot of this, a lot of that. Miss Land, Mr. Gian, Miss Land, Mr. Gian, a lot of this and that. And
Yeah.
at the end of the week, don't we just all wanted to have a vacation where we can sleep for more than 8 hours, eat all, or anything that we want, get
Yeah.
enough sleep or, just relax, take a cup of tea, you know? So basically,
Yeah.
yeah, those are one of the things that, yeah, I never thought of that. 2 days of work. Maybe you'd like to get four. Yeah. So mainly what we're looking for here is how to give solutions to common problems. Some people they just listen to music and they'll be all
Yeah.
fine. Some people would like to travel, but most people like me, I like to go to sleep for more than 8 hours. Yeah, that's how I, cope up from stress. You know what I'm saying? Cope up from stress from everyday stress. Now, let's go ahead with our daily routine. We're going to have this Tom, Diane, John, and Karen have a meeting to discuss problems with the integration of Lois into APU. Question is, what does Diane suggest? Okay, I would like for you to read all of the ladies' lines, Diane and Karen. Okay, and I'll read the boys' part. Okay, I will read John and Tom. Okay, all right. Are you ready, Miss Land?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, yeah. So this is the situation. You want the accounting department here at Lois to integrate our IT systems into APUs, but we don't have enough people to do it quickly. And if it isn't finished before the new financial year, we'll have a problem. So, what can we do? What about hiring extra IT people?
I don't think that's going to work. I agree with you, John. IT people can be expensive, and anyway, they don't know our two companies.
That's that's what I think. It'll take too long to explain everything. But what if you send over some of your accountants to help Robert's team?
Good idea. And how about sending some IT specialists too? Say ya.
And continue with your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Well, we could always see if there are some IT people who are able to do if that's really necessary.
But first, why don't you check with Robert that extra help he needs with the new system?
Good point, Karen. Tom, can you send over some information as to where the problem is exactly? Yeah, I'll do that today.
Excellent. And John, if we tell you who we need, Will you send us your people quickly?
We'll do our best. This is important. Okay, let's go ahead to the next page. Read the conversation again and choose the best answer. All right, number one. The accounting department at Lois Engineering has too many people. B, hires consultants. Or C, needs more people to do the integration work. Let's go back. Or before that, again, the accounting department at Lois Engineering. A, has too many people. B, hires consultants. Or C, needs more people to do the integration work. What do you think is the best answer?
Yeah, the best answer is need more people to do the integration work.
More people to do the integration. Very good. Number two, Tom and Diane think that extra IT people are A, are expensive and need too much time to do the work. B, will do the job well. Or C, could be a good idea. Again, Tom and Diane think that extra IT people are A, are expensive and need too much time to do the work. B, will do the job well. Or C, could be a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I will select letter A. Are expensive and need too much time to do the work.
That is correct. In fact, they actually said it here. IT people can be expensive, and anyway, they don't know our two companies. So it's just already given here. Oh, by the way, we're going to go back to some of the words. We're going to review it. Number three, Karen wants to know A, who Robert is. B, what help Robert needs with the new systems. Or C, when Tom can contact her. Again, Karen wants to know who Robert is, what help Robert needs with the new systems. C, when can Tom contact her? Let's go back a bit.
Yeah, letter C, right? Letter B.
Letter B, your answer is letter B. What
Yeah,
help
can
Robert needs
you?
with the new systems?
Yeah,
Okay, let's check here. It says here, Karen, but first, why don't you check with Robert what extra help he needs with the new systems? Very good. Okay, so you got here 3 out of 3, right? 3 out of 3. Forgive my handwriting, I'm just using a mouse. Again, and let's just go back a bit for some review. Would you please read this word for me?
help
And then
means
needs. Okay. How about this one?
systems.
Systems. Very good. Okay. Let's go ahead and proceed. Okay. Key phrases. What I love about every lesson that we have is there are suggestions on what are the key phrases that we can use in everyday life, especially when it comes to our work, our communication with other people. Now, when you summarize the situations or the situation, this is what we commonly say. So this is the situation. We have COVID-19. We need for everybody to stay at home and blah blah blah. How about this one? The next one. Can you please read?
So to sum up,
So to sum up, everybody needs to be safe.
stay
Please
at
wear your
home.
mask. Yeah, work at home. You got that right. So it's like in a meeting. Okay, Miss Land, based on what we talked about, you're working at home. I'm working at home. Please don't go outside. Wear mask. To sum up, all right? Summarizing
Yeah.
the situation. How about making proposals? What can you say? Please read the first one.
Yeah. What about verb in, right?
What about bringing this? What about doing that? What about listening to this? Those are what
Yeah.
the ing means. Next, please read.
What if you
What if you consider Lan's plan first? I think her idea is great. All right. Next, please read.
how about verb in
Mhm.
ing? Yeah.
Yes. How about trying? As you can see, there's like this word try, and then you add the ing. Trying, like there's the word
Trying.
do, ing, doing. Those are examples. How about trying to call Lan first, get her idea, or ask her for her opinion? How about doing set A first, then B? It will be much more easy. Okay. And lastly, please read.
Why don't you?
Why don't you try this first? Why don't you ask Lan for her opinion? She's good at this. All right. And discussing possibilities. All right. Please read the first line.
What can we do?
Excuse me. What can we do regarding the situation? What else can we do? I think, Lan, I think you need help from the marketing department. Here in our department, what can we do? Or we can, or as the best example, Lan, we can help you with the marketing, or I can send in some experts regarding your situation. Or lastly, would you please read?
You could always.
We could always go back to plan A. Plan A that has always been working for us, and we could always go back to it. All right. So those are, you know, key phrases for summarizing solutions, making proposals, and discussing possibilities. Let's go to the next page. So while waiting, have you already eaten dinner?
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, just a little. Okay. All right. Good. Good dinner. No, I think you're the one who cooked, so that would be good. Okay. Small talk about solutions. So when we say consider all the possibilities, what comes into your mind? Consider all the possibilities. What does what does come into your mind when you hear this phrase? Excuse me.
Consider all the possibility. This means we list down all of the solution.
You listen to every solution that there is. Some might sound crazy, some might sound absurd, but you have to listen to each and every solution that your people can make. Because without
Yeah.
them, or if you're not going to listen, there might be something that someone has a better idea. So that's good. How about lose and gain? What comes into your mind when you hear this phrase?
Yeah. Lose and gain.
Excuse me.
So I can say that this is the two sides of the problem.
What are we going to lose if we're going to do this? What are we going to gain if we're going to do this? It's more like striking a balance. What goes in, what goes out. If we
Yeah.
do this, what would be the other side of it? Very good. Okay. Sorry, let me just take a sip of water. Okay, do the two parts of the phrase together. Number one, we can send it by mail.
We can send it by email.
We can send it by email.
Yeah. We can send it by email with letter C,
C.
or we can courier the package.
Or we can courier, say courier,
Courier
the package.
the package.
Very good. Okay. How about number 2? He could blank.
He could he could always stay in a hotel. Letter A.
Very good. He could always stay in a hotel. Number 3. Why doesn't?
Why doesn't with letter E? Why doesn't she telephone him?
Why doesn't she telephone him? Very good. Number 4. What can I?
What can I say to her? Letter B.
Very good. And last but not the least, the most hardest question of all.
Yeah.
What about?
What about the finishing the report first?
Very good. What about finishing the report first? At 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Good job. All right. Now, rearrange the sentences to make a conversation. Number 1.
Number 1. How about hiring a new trainer?
Very good. How about hiring a new trainer? Very good. Number 2.
We always good at him if it's important.
I'm sorry, would you please repeat? We could.
We 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 always good at him
Him
if
if.
it is important.
Very good. We always could ask him if it's important. Or better yet, it is safe to say that you could also say we could always instead of we always could. Okay. We
Yeah.
could always ask him if it's important. Either way, that's good with me. All right. Number 3.
Why don't you arrange another meeting?
Very good. Why don't you arrange another meeting? All right. Number 4.
What can we do? What can we?
Come on, you're always there. What can we
What's,
do?
just me think a little bit.
Yeah, take your time. I know you can do it. You're good. Can we?
What about the situation we can do?
What about the situation we can do? Or you can say, what can we do about the situation? Okay. What is the first one? 2.
What can we do about the situation, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
3, 4. What can we do? Oh, sorry. What can we do? Number 4 is do. What can we do? 5 is about. 6 is the. And 7 is situation. Okay. All right. Next, number 5.
What about
What about
our computer changing?
Okay. I think you can go back to what about and
What about changing our computer system?
very good. Very good. What about changing our computer systems? All right. That's great. That's great. You're doing good. You're staying sharp. And number 10, let's practice. Okay. Let's say that you are the HR manager of Lois Engineering. The company is having some internal HR problems. So you must gather all the managers to have a meeting and solve the problem. So I'm going to be like a manager, but you are the manager of you're the HR manager of Lois Engineering. Now the meeting should revolve around this. Number one, people are always late for work. What are you gonna do about it? Marketing team conflicts with the sales team. There might be some misunderstanding. Again, what's your solution? And last, the accountant argues with the sales manager. Another conflict. Again, question. Wow, there's a lot of conflicts in here. Okay,
It's so difficult, right?
it is. It is. The accountant argues with the sales manager. So, how will you start the meeting? How will you make the meeting work? What are you going to do about it? Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're ready, go.
So, thank you for coming to our meeting. So, first of all, we would like to talk about the the time for work.
Okay,
Many of our staff are always late.
all right,
So, how can we improve?
all right. Ma'am, if I may suggest, if we could give a leeway for our workers, maybe 5 minutes, you think that would work, or would you think that is possible? Say, for like example, our time for work is 8 o'clock in the morning. If we arrive, or if you could give us 5 minutes, like 8:05 as a leeway for us to go to work, do you think
Yeah.
that's okay and justifiable?
Our boss asked us all our staff have to be on time.
Okay.
So yeah, so only 1 minute is still not accept.
Okay. So instead of that, why don't we just, penalize those people who will be late? Say, for like example, they will be deducted with their salaries depending on how
Mm,
many minutes they are late. You think that's a good idea?
Yes, you are absolutely right. I think it's a good idea.
Okay. How about our next agenda, ma'am?
Yeah, I think this problem is a little bit difficult. So I hope we can find out a nice solution. That's it. The marketing team always conflicts with the sales team.
Okay. All right. How about the last agenda?
Yeah, the last agenda is the accountant argues with the sales manager.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about it?
For example, with if the marketing team conflict with the sales team, so I think we should make a separate. I mean that the separate um, budget
Project.
for each team. Yeah, so they will do um, independent. So marketing team and sales team they have each budget and they also have each KPI. So
Okay.
they need to follow their objective.
All right. Okay. So I think that's it basically. All right. So again, you were the manager of HR or the HR manager of Lowe's Engineering, and right from the get go, I think you're already having headaches because why are people always late for work? Regardless. Um, in a meeting, there will always be suggestions. What we are dealing with today, what we're talking about today in our today's lesson, is how to give solutions. And one
Yeah.
way to have solutions is to ask your people, okay, what do you think, guys? What do you think should be the best solution for this problem? What do you think they would give us leeway of 5 minutes? If that's not possible, that's okay. Think of another one. Think of a better idea until you reach an idea that everybody would approve on. Second, marketing team conflicts with the sales team. I guess one of the things that you should do first is to ask what is the source of the problem? What is the root of the problem? Okay, marketing team, why are you in conflict with the sales team? Marketing team will say their side, sales team will say their side. Now and then you balance. Okay, I think this should be the solution. That same rule applies with the accountant and the sales manager. What seems to be the problem, accountant? What seems to be the problem, sales manager? Okay, weigh things up, then you ask for solution, then you come up with a decision. Ask, create a solution, then you make a decision. All right? For today,
Yeah.
I would like to make comments on some of your readings or some of your pronunciations. They're really good, but there are some words that we need to go get back with. Like, for example, would you please read this one? Say sales.
Sales.
Sales. When you practice when you pronounce it and practice it, it's perfect. But when you tend to read it fast, it becomes like hourly. But I'm not saying you're not good. You're good. Okay, you know that you're good. Just
Yeah.
just
Thank you.
practice. Just take it slow. Relax. Every time we're doing practice, you're like, oh my goodness. You're like that. Okay, so don't be afraid. Relax. Just take it
Yeah.
slow. And don't forget, inhale, exhale. Before you answer, clear your um clear your breath first. Clear your lungs. Okay. First off, good morning. Welcome to the meeting. Okay, we have people here from different departments. Okay. First of our agenda. Every time that you clear your breath, you tend to get relaxed. Once you get relaxed, you tend to read things slowly but surely. Okay. It's okay for you to be fast as long as you're saying the words clearly. But if you will compromise the speed of you talking rather than the quality of you pronouncing the word slowly, then I think you should go with being slow first. But yeah, generally you're doing fine. I like your trail of thought. I like how you answered, these ones. Especially this one, exercise 3 and exercise 2. That means that you know how to construct sentences very well. And I like how you did that. But of course, we don't stop practicing. We always practice. If you can practice at work, if you can practice with your kids at home, that'll be much more of a help. All right, I think that's it for today. Do you
Yeah.
have any questions?
Yeah. I think it's enough for today.
Okay,
Thank you so much, teacher. Yeah.
you're
See you
welcome.
tomorrow.
And I'll see you again tomorrow, Len. Thank you for attending
Yeah.
your class. You have a great
Yeah.
day. Bye.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay.